who's going to be stronger than her. So she has to govern his mind. So everything you're getting told by the person that you only know first. Then you're going to go into school. It's happening at a different level here now. Like it's system ones. You can't even work it out, but you're
100%.
feeling it. And all the way up until the point where you're a man. And some men push past it. They've been installed with some other stuff. You might have another male in your life, maybe your uncle. But some men don't.
Yeah.
So then they either grow up not liking women or their own kind of woman, or they just grow up like cowards, innit? Like, because every time you ever talk up, that's getting fought down.
Black woman and child. What's been your experiences as growing up as a black woman so far in life? Have you had any? Have you felt any disadvantage?
Not really.
I'm just trying to bring you into the conversation, to be fair.
I'm trying to think of like a time, probably without me realising. I will say being like the way I sound helps me. I hope this doesn't sound mad, but the way I sound almost counteracts that I'm black sometimes.
But you code switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The way I am at work is different too. Like, you know. So I think that helps. But I feel like all black people are a bit disadvantaged in some way.
Have you ever been in a position or a situation where you feel like there was a black man there and he should have spoke up or stuck up for you?
Not off the top of my head, you know. I'm so sorry.
That's fine.
I can't think of a story.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, in work settings. Black men and women were present when I had to go through some of my challenging times at work. And
did you have to talk up?
I had to defend myself. And one person that was one of the most quietest people, like, she didn't talk up in the meeting, but aside, she called and she made the call separately. But the people that I had rid for, they didn't talk up for me in a work setting. And it hurt. It hurt because I'm that person. I'm like, I've got your back, and I mean, I really have your back. I'm out the door first type of person. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, and it was in a race related type of situation. Like, you should have spoke up for me because that person was trying to actively bully and harass me.
You think they were a bit too coconut-ish?
No, they weren't coconut-ish. They were more in fear of the repercussions for them. Like, but not knowing that not defending me, it was going to reach you eventually. Don't think because the grave's got dug for me today that the grave's not going to get dug for you tomorrow. Do you know what I mean?
Even worse for you because there's one of us missing and you're going to divide and conquer.
Yeah, and that's what happens a lot of the time in those settings, because thinking, I don't want to stick my head out and get shot because...
Cowards.
Whereas I'm sticking my head out. I get shot sometime, I don't get shot.
The opposite of that is, because I was going to ask you, have you ever been in a situation, the opposite of that, where someone does stick up for you? As a young black man, I'm not young and black, I'm still black, but I'm not young no more. That was part of my problem, innit? Like, always backing it. Like, just thinking that, you're black, it's that. And then you start realising that not all black people are good for you.
Not all kinfolk are kinfolk.
So what my mum used to she used to get vexed with me, innit? Because I'm that guy that I might just die backing some black woman that I didn't know.
Yeah.
But I did know you. But I just didn't know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then it started getting to the point of, that's them like women that remind you of your mum. But when you're following after girls that are your own age or your friends that are your own age, you could be led astray. And that's what stopped. But obviously, it took me a long time to learn that not every friend is your friend. It's not just because we're the same colour, you're right. And we just, and then once I found, not even Islam, once I became more spiritual or more like in touch with wanting to do the right thing, then it became like, I'm on standing up for what's right. And sometimes
100%.
what's right isn't always...
For your kinfolk.
Yeah, right. And then it started getting... I told you, one of my best friends would live right across the road to me. He was white. But we went through everything I went through. Social services, this one, that he went everything. But people used to think he thinks he's black. But he's only been... Like,
it's cultural. It's a cultural thing. It's your location, your locality. It's not
I had to fight
being
a couple
black.
of the man them not my man then, but brothers, but you're not just going to bully my white friend. You're definitely not just going to
I
and he
witnessed
ain't
that
done
yesterday.
nothing wrong. Like, he definitely hasn't done nothing wrong. Like, that's how he speaks. So I'd have to talk for him, innit?
Yeah.
Like, you guys are mad. Like, or sometimes they might have seen him when I'm not there. So I might have to just circle around there, innit? Like, you know, and I had a couple white friends, Asian friends, this one and that. So I was the one, remember, like, I'm doing madness. I've like come home and I'm Muslim. My family's got dreadlocks. They're this one and they can't believe they're saying you're picking up the Indian man's religion. You're doing this one, you're doing that. You know what I mean? It was kind of sticky, innit? So sometimes you have to stand up for what you believe in, innit?
Yeah.
It can't always be
You can't
what
just...
but it's in my foundation.
Yeah.
Don't ever get it twisted. Even like the N word. It's not disrespectful to me. But I would still bang out for it because it would be disrespectful to my mum.
Yeah.
So sometimes when we're like, in some circumstances, I'll just ride for my mum, innit? But in some, you are you now, innit? You have to stand on what you believe and if what you feel is right.
I just want to go back a bit because we've covered so much. You touched on so many different things, but I just wanted to say sometimes we've got to be the people to break the cycle because it's like, okay, well, women haven't done this for me or men haven't done that for me, so why should I? But actually, it's never going to stop unless someone decides...
Be the change you want to see.
Exactly, be the change you want to see. So I actively try to like make a difference, whether it's by hiring someone. I remember hiring this guy that I think he got shot like 2 weeks before he come to my interview. And in my head, I was thinking, oh my God, what happens if the drama comes to the workplace? Yeah. But then on my other side of my head, I was like, but if I don't give him an opportunity, then I might see him on the news. Do you know what I mean?
Mind games.
And so I had to say to him, look, you can't bring drama here, but I'm happy to give you opportunity, but don't bring anything here because it's going to be on my head. Do you know what I mean? But I could have easily just thought, I don't want that drama. I've got 60 odd staff here. If anything kicks off, do you know what I mean? Yeah, we got security, but what's security really going to do? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I had to be that change. And now that guy's like a head of HR doing amazing things. Like,
Because there's
really.
nothing worse than being a little man until there's a problem.
Yeah.
They're in the room, you're the little man. Everyone wants their retro boyfriend, this one and that one. But let there be but girls, not guys. Like, you know what I'm saying, that's who they're accepting as the alpha, the one they can integrate and they can basically bully or tell what to do or be the man. But let real problems come in. Then now all of a sudden you're in the front lines. If you say no or you're not on it, does that mean you're not backing your people?
Big up the black women. Anyway, big up Esther Falana. She's, Crystal.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
I'm on the Shade Borough here. And then Bain, big up Bain, young Bain. They've posted, he says, no adult should be telling any child to keep any sort of secrets.